Hello, my name is Mariana and this is a reading for Cancer. So Cancer, I'm doing this reading with my own deck of cards, so the cards you'll see are from this deck. Cancer, I feel like today the message is all about taking things one step at a time. I feel like you are already doing so very carefully. It's like with each step there is certainty that that's the way to go, because I feel like whatever path that you're on, it's like you have to be really mindful and very it's just like you have to really pay attention to each step, because it's like the steps that you take are able to manifest whatever path unfolds in front of you, but it's until you actually take the step is all very energetic, right? So it's like with the action to make this thing happen, to go this way or to do this thing, it's like the building of this thing itself. It's like until you make it happen, it's still just a potential, right? And I know this sounds perhaps very obvious, but I feel like it's just because in this realm of possibility, right, that you're now walking on is it's very instantaneous, and so you are very mindful from the looks of it that you're just learning how to do this, how to create your own reality, your physical reality, the actual physical circumstances of your life, even though it's still, you know, just a possibility. And it's like you are able to envision, and you're able to do so with a lot of energy, with a lot of presence, I want to say. But you know also that there is still a lot to be learned in this path, right? And the good thing is that I feel like even though this is your own path, this is something that only you can walk on. There are people, perhaps, you know, guardians or actual people, mentors or parents or you know, older friends, because they're coming through as elder, like they are there is, you know, a big age gap here, but I feel like even though you're on this, you know, on this path on your own, I feel like Cancer, you're being watched over, and you have, you know, good people, I want to say, you know, just cheering for you and being there for you, which is something actually that is coming through the recent readings about, you know, I think it was Taurus that the message was just be there for them, and then Gemini was it's risky but it's worth it, or it's risky but it's going to be magical. That's the title. Because I feel like you are on a risky path, but for you there's a lot of certainty, because you know that there is consistency, there is it's like you are really persistent, you are not bailing out in a sense. So let's begin with the Two of Pentacles. So this card was actually very connected to this one, right, with the Nine of Wands that is coming next. So these two pentacles were coming through as steps, you know, your 2 feet, and it's just like the very attentive, very careful movement that you are, it's just like you are embodying this very mindful approach to life in a general sense, I want to say, because so far I'm not seeing like any directions that is pointing me towards, you know, work or personal life. It's just like your general life, your general approach to life, right? So every step that you take, no matter which direction, you know that is going to be a very solid one, because you're building this from the potential that you're standing on at this moment. So the Nine of Wands is coming through as this, you know, I'm thinking of, like, you know, the movie where the guy is crossing from one twin tower to another on that wire, and it's doing so with no ropes and nothing like that. So this is what I'm thinking. It's like, oh, slackline? Is that the thing? It could be something like that, right? It's like this tiny, really thin line that you are walking, you know, on the air, basically. So it's something that is very, what is the word? It is risky, but I feel like you have such energy. It's like your entire aura is focused in accomplishing each step, right? So it's almost like you have to be so mindful of every step, because it's like if you just focus elsewhere, your attention is going to drift off. And right now, your attention needs to be focused only on the next step, not in any other thing, right? And so this is talking about, you know, high risk, something that you are putting everything in. It's like, it's actually like the same thing that came through in the Gemini reading, you know, going all in, even though it is risky. But I feel like you're being completely mindful of each step that you take, because not only you know that you are, it's like you are just moving ahead, that you are actually, you know, just moving in a sense, right? It's also the becoming. That's the thing here. It's the potential turning into something real. It's this becoming of a possibility with each step that you take, even though it is like, it requires your full attention, your full focus in just this next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. So it's like you're doing so with a lot of energy, with a lot of presence. These two cards are talking a lot about presence. Be mindful about where you are, where you're stepping upon this this wire, this really thin line that you're walking upon, and then it is, you know, it could be testing your balance in a sense, right? That's why you're being so careful with each step. But okay, so we have this beautiful Page of Pentacles, which is actually, you know, this is, you know, you looking at your own 2 feet on the ground, being extremely focused. And when you showed up with this Page of Pentacles, I was like, finally, you're able to look ahead, right? It's like, it's not only just looking for the next task, for the next step. It's like when you realize that it's like cracking this this code, in a sense, of how to make things that are just a possibility into becoming something real, right? With your own actions, with your own building of it, with your own steps, right? It's like you are able to look ahead, still completely focused, right? It's like this pentacle is still in your mind, and what this was saying was that your steps are always in your mind. This is something that you are, even though you're not looking at your own feet anymore, right? Because in a sense you have it's like now you can feel the groove, right? Now you have this rhythm of how the steps work. And you are moving, you are sensing this energy all around you. It's like, this is very energetic. It's completely present, right? And so your mind is focused in this one thing, right? Which actually is coming through at the end here with 5 of Pentacles, but we'll get there. And so now you're able to look up, and I feel like whatever you're seeing, it's a reassurance that even though this is a path that only you can walk, you know that there are others looking out for you, or you know that there are people cheering for you and just being there for you, really. Because I feel like with the page, right, there is this initial stages of apprenticeship, right? It's like you are just a student in this. It's like this is a new path for you. This is a path that talks about, you know, a lot of things to be learned still, but very energizing, even though it's risky. It's like it's exciting and it's risky at the same time, and you know that it's requiring all your being, all, it's like your body has to be hyper focused, right? Everything in you has to move together towards this, towards crossing this bridge or this wire or this line, right, on the air. So I feel like when you realize that you're doing this on your own, and with each step you're actually perhaps, you know, building a bridge, right, building something solid, becoming something real, I feel like there is this realization that even though the action is yours, the the support is coming from people that perhaps have been there, right? Because of these cards that actually came all together. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Cups. And so it's like, well, there are two kings, right? Pentacles and Cups, with the Ace of Swords in the middle. The Pentacles one, I feel like it could be a parent, right? Like a relative that, you know, shares your blood in a sense, or at least if it's not like a parent, it's someone that has been through what you have been, what you are going through right now, right? This is the one that has in their body, in their cells, the memory and the experience that you're going through right now. And this King of Cups is coming through as someone that it's just like they are so loving, they are just so caring, they really, really care about you, and it's like they worry about your well-being. And so this is perhaps, you know, I'm just giving examples, right? You'll know who these two people are. It feels like they are older. They are not the same age as you. It's like you're just beginning in this new path, or it's just like you're getting started in this groove in a sense, right? And finding your steps, finding your own path. And they are watching, very intensely focused in you. And so because you're coming through as extremely focused, it's only when you look up that you're able to feel their gaze in a sense, or their attention, or their cheering for you, because until now it's like they are just, you know, staring at you intensely and just, you know, making sure that you'll be able to make it, because, you know, this card is coming through at the end. And so this Five of Pentacles actually is this destiny in a sense, or, you know, whatever path that you are starting to take concrete, tangible steps towards, right, is something that is very specific for you. It has your name on it in a sense, right? This is, you know, often talking about like the specific location that you're supposed to go, or that you're leaving, or, and today actually, Cancer, for you, what I'm seeing is that not only you know that there is a place with your name on it, right, and you're walking towards it, I feel like they also know what is this place, or they also have this clear vision, I want to say, right, especially with the Ace of Swords in the middle, and they know where you're going. They know what you're aiming for in a sense. What is your goal? What is your it's like your decision to accomplish something or to get somewhere. They know that and they are cheering for it. But I want to say, as much as you are focused, they are, it's almost like by staring at you, by having all their attention in you, it's like this Ace of Swords, it's pointing towards you, right? And only you. And they are there, it's like they want to share their power or their strength or whatever abilities each one of them have. It's like they want to give it to you to pass it along so that you can get to where you're going, right? It's like this is actually really beautiful because it's a path that is yours, but it's also theirs, right? Because they are cheering for you, and so your success in getting to this point is also their success. It's also, it's like it's almost like coming for them as confirmation of their vision or of their own intuition or of their just their well wishes for you, I want to say. And it's like they are not going to look away until you get there, which is actually so supportive. It's coming through as, you know, two pillars, even though they're not walking across this wire with you, but they are sending you, you know, via this, you know, these wavelengths. Or, you know, the swords card is the air element, right? And so if you are walking on a wire that, you know, is, you know, just on the air and there's nothing solid, you know, below you, it's like they know that this path is tricky and that you have to be hyper focused. And so it's almost like they're sending through the air, right? In a sense, it's like just through the breeze, I'm hearing through the breeze, right? Their support, you know, of stability, but also of love, you know, being the cups and the pentacles. And so whatever they're there to help you with, whatever they have, right, that they want to extend their hands to, just you know, make sure that you accomplish what you're setting yourself out to do, right? So Cancer, this is your first part, and I'm going to pull more cards to see where you're going actually, right? Because if we end with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like there is a specific place or a specific job or a specific goal that you have in mind, that it is really tangible, it is really concrete, it is perhaps, you know, a place, an actual place or an actual thing, an actual location that you know exactly where you're going. And so do these people. These people also know, and so they are there for you, even though they're doing so from afar. It's like they are just sending through the ethers their support, right, to help you get where you want to go. But I don't know exactly where it is that you want to go, so I'm going to pull more cards for you, Cancer, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological rooms in the extended. So if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.